Hello and what is up, Internet? Cliff B here once again, streaming some more Forza Horizon 4 for the last time, though, as this will be my final stream in game here. And I just realized I have to do something real quick because I have to change my audio source so you guys can actually hear the stream. So now, if I click on this, there you go, you guys are getting audio. Hold on, guys. I think I forgot to tweet the stream again. Just doing that right now. Alright. So anyway, let's go ahead and mark up this car, shall we? The reason being is that, yeah, well, this is a nice car and all. I'm just gonna go ahead, upgrade it to max. I also want some different wheels here. Not to mention we're going to be designing this car as well, because this is going to be a car we're going to be driving this entire stream to celebrate our double pacifist win in Eliminator. Now, some might argue that technically my second win in Eliminator wasn't a pacifist, but I argue they're wrong. And here's why. Technically, I didn't challenge that person. That person challenged me. And technically, it's kind of their own fault for running into a wall. So while some may argue that wasn't a pacifist win, I say technically it is, because, hey, no one told you to hit a wall just before the end. Oh, that's sweet. So I technically own all the parts for the car. So even if I take someone else's mod out, I get to keep their parts. Did the old one have the road cage? I mean, actually, I don't think the one did. I'm gonna put the road cage in there anyway. But go ahead and get rid of some weights to lower the vehicle down a bit. But yeah, since, you know, the person came out of nowhere, challenged me, and I didn't have an option to reject the challenge, I'm forcefully challenged, that technically wasn't me going against the pastor's way. I didn't initiate a fight. I just protected myself, that's all. Now then, while these wheels look nice, they're not the wheels I'm imagining. Because I'm kind of thinking either these, or the problem is they're a bit too tiny. Like, I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe these? Or maybe the really colorful one is the Rollertone mix. Which I think I'm in the wrong session for those wheels. Nope, they're, I think, Sports Friend design. Which I really didn't associate that design with Sports Friends, but yep, they're Sports Friends. Yeah, so these overly colorful wheels. Oh, it's not Rotiform, it's 1552. Yep, we're going with those wheels. Don't worry, I'm going to be color matching it to the cars later. I honestly don't like the look of it. I think the roll cage looked best. Yeah, that wing ain't doing shit. Now, is there a way to drop the roof? Right now it's all-wheel drive, or I can kill it tremendously. Nope. Okay, I really hope there's an option to drop the roof of this car here. Because here's the thing. Oh! I get all the car mystery blocks because people went and like I wonder if my top design car is still the yep. Oh, my Morgan's getting up there. It's only 9 downloads. It's still something. I think it's a nice looking car. But yeah, no, people love this Hyundai Veloster. I think it's because the game gives you a Hyundai Veloster, so people see this and like, oh my gosh, it's amazing looking. But yeah, no, my top like design is still the Volkswagen Scorpion, which I can understand where they're coming from. I think I did an amazing job of that work, but today we are going to surpass it with the Quartz Regalia, because this seriously, if there's no way for me to drop the roof, dang it, I like the sound of that, but unfortunately it's not here. What is this? Nope. Dang you, Microsoft. Why can't I have that one? That's called computational. I kind of like that the Windows shutdown noise, but I can't get that. That thing sucks. And then there's all the stuff. Nah. We're going that one. Ouch. And now we're gonna paint this up. So the thing is, of course there's no advance. I love how like the camera is clearly made for like lower to the ground cars here, so it's like it doesn't know how to handle the Quartz Regalia. And is there any way to drop the roof? Because this is a convertible car. No advanced section. It only comes in one color out of the box, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a nice white color. As for the hood, oh my gosh, camera. Do you even comprehend, camera? Actually, hold on. I like the prismarine white. We're gonna go with that instead. But for the roof, that this car or camera is having trouble comprehending. Of course, we're going for a carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Now the wheels, as much as I love the wacky design here, should we do Damascus on the wheels? No, the wheels are going to be gold. In fact, we should be using more gold now I think about it. And the reason why the wheels are going to be gold is because hold on, guys. Now, how the heck do I drop the roof? The game can't even with this car. Curated groups, and we're gonna search. I need something for the eliminator. Crap. Description. Eliminator. There we go. No results found. Are you kidding me? Okay. Illuminati. No results found. What? Are you kidding me? There's nothing found for Eliminator or Illuminati. Someone put their Instagram page. Darn it. Okay, what about manufacturer's details? I mean, I could put like all the manufacturer's details, like the Forza Horizon 4. We could put like a turn 10 on there. We can put like, well, we can leave out the Xbox, but there's nothing. I could put a Trident on the front of the car, that'd be nice, but there's nothing for the Eliminator. Are you serious? Like, literally, there's nothing for the Eliminator. Oh my gosh. Next up, YouTube, Jack Daniels. Damn, that is incredibly detailed. US flag, sideways, yoga pants, stripes, just like generic stripes, like just good old fashioned generic racing stripes that are just way too hard to find. Supreme just in it. Please. Senpai. Hooligan, the Japanese flag, more racing stripes, more keep back 200 feet. Nice. Speed Hunter, I break for wife. Alright, I love that. Or stickle notes on random Japanese that I can't read. Drivers are, I like that as well. Good old fashioned Shogun. 69. Yes, made in Japan. Appropriate. Insured by Mafia. Okay, I love it. Ah, crap. I hate the fact that I can't share any of these designs if I use anything from the Curator store. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that. Call me senpai. Oh, come on. You got Victory Royale, but you don't have anything for Illuminati. Dang it. Louis Vuitton. Wow, they actually did a good job with that Louis Vuitton logo. Your Skyline, BMW, Loud, Audi Sports, more stripes. What? Some really cool ideas. Prius propellant. Really good pours for. I'll take that. Oh, brother. Permanent dirt stains. Maybe that's just a shit stain. I don't know. They got the Hummer. Yeet. But there's literally nothing. Just send it. Dang it. Financial mistakes. Ain't that the truth? They have permanent dirt stains. If you just want permanent dirt stains. Good old fashioned loading dots. Jack Daniels. Oh, it's just a carbon fiber material. So if you want to put like carbon fiber in places, you can. Smells. Is it? Really pissed. Oh, there's nothing for the Illuminati or Eliminator. You know what? Let's try Illuminati. That has to have something, right? Nope. I love that anime has its own tags. For sale sign, slow moving vehicle. It really do be like that sometimes. Dang it. Alright, unfortunately it doesn't look like we're gonna find anything that's like pre-made for the Illuminati. Binos, gradient stripes, tears, racing icons. Those really sucky flames, paint splats, tribal. It's kind of a bit disappointing that Microsoft did not put in anything for their own game mode. Gonna lie, and all these letters, and yet not one of them is actually the one we're looking for. Alright, so how we're gonna design this car up, because unfortunately and this does look like an eye. There's the triangle. Can probably make something up for the eye. Yeah, we can probably create something, right? fact, no, that's a better triangle. Actually, this is a hollow triangle. And here's a half dome. Yeah, let's make something up for this car. So let's do... I feel like I'm being F with here. Absolutely I should. And oh my gosh, is there a zoom? Is there a flipping zoom that I am unaware of? Nope. I can zoom in, but I can't zoom out. Great. Awesome. Anyway, let's go ahead and add a shape here. We're going to add the hollow triangle. And just so it stands out, we're going to make it black for now. But don't worry, we're changing that. I just need to know where the heck did it put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's get that triangle in position here. We are going to have to spin it a bit. Okay. We're going to have to spin it. It's messed up. Granular control. Oh my gosh, there we go. And now then, let's move it further down. Like so. And then we need to spin this thing so it lines up with the back of the car. Or you know what? Upside down triangle. There we go. Yep, and that's good there. Now we're going to go ahead and add another layer. We're going for this. Same thing. I'm only just making them black just so I can see them easier. And now, there we go. It's slowly coming in. It's slowly coming in. Alright. So we need that to be smaller this way. Actually, let's spin it so it matches up first. Like that, and then let's move it. Like that, and then smaller this way. I'm kind of using the lines of like where the hood would open in order to see this properly here. You know, technically I should be shrinking this whole entire thing, so like if the hood is open, you can see it. Oh well. There we go. Like that. Stamp it. And now we need the actual eye, so we need a circle. Should we go for the teardrop look? Yeah, let's go with the teardrop look. Once again, we're gonna keep it black, and I think the problem is, oh my gosh, that is humongous. Okay, let's shrink that down a bit, like that. There we go. Let's spin it around. That, and now let's move it. Okay, it's still too big because that's where it's supposed to go. So let's shrink it. Oh, shrink. Let's move it to where. There we go. And yep, that's actually perfect position. Now the colors of the Illuminati's. I think a blue, it's like a teal. It's like a teal, like, I think it's like teal and then cyan and then like a magenta colors. Hold on. Good job marketing your bloody game mode when it doesn't appear in a simple Google search. So yeah, it's definitely a teal and magenta, teal, magenta, and white from the look of it. Okay, and it's definitely a black, but it's not quite black. It's more like a dark bluish black. So it's like teal, then a dark bluish, like a very deep navy, and then a magenta. So let's make the triangle the teal. The outer opening of the eye, or what's that called? The iris? No, the iris is no, the pupil's in the middle. The iris is around the pupil. The eyeball itself will make it like that deep navy, and then the pupil can be the magenta. Yep, we're going with that. So we're gonna go ahead and color this. So what am I supposed to do in it? Press X. Change color. Now this needs to be a teal color. And problem is the metallic finish. No, that's fine, we'll go with that. This one here, we want to change its color, so this needs to be a deep navy. Nope, right there is actually right. And then this, we want to change its color. And this needs to be a magenta. Is it one more like that? Now, is there any way to put this layer below the triangle? Because there's copy, load, flips, highlight, unhighlight, delete, change position, create mask from current layers. How do I change this layer's position? Position highlighted layers. Oh, I can just move them both. Oh, that's fine. That's where I want it to be. Change colors, create new layer group, current mask, copy layers, grip them. Position, highlight layer, create mask from layers. Delete all layers, select horizontally, copy it. I want to push it down a layer. Like, how do I swap these two positions? So make that layer 2 and make this layer 1. Also, I'm kind of regretting moving that. There we go. Why is there not like a simple option just to change the layers at? Definitely not what I wanted. Like I can cut it out, which is not what I wanted. I think I'm just gonna have to delete this layer and add it back. Bring it down the sides. And now we want to go ahead and spin it. Move it. Spin it. Move it. Like this. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's more of what I'm looking for. So now, this, and this, and we want to create a mask from the current group. Copy layers. Because now we want to put this on the left side. There should be an option to paste. So we paste them all, but I put them on the back of the cars. So now I want to change the layers, and it should move the entire thing as one unit. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Fine control in this game is, oh my gosh, a myth. Want it here, and maybe want it smaller, just shrink it down a bit. The anti-aliasing is bothering me because I can see it. You guys probably can't, but I can. Alright. There we go. Or should we move that to the front, then have Illuminati after? No, I like it there. So we're going to leave it there. Alright, and now that we're done with that, we're going to have to add in the phrasing Illuminati. Actually, make life easier. Where's stripes? We need a simple stripe. I just wish there was like a solid line, you know? But that's the one thing you cannot get, is just a simple solid line. I mean, I suppose you can make one with the shapes, but come on, game, really? A simple go fast stripes was too difficult for you. Actually, no, here's the go fast stripe. It's going to be black. And we do need to spin that 90. Need to move that down here. So it's going to be serving as our line. So lift it up to like right there. And now we need to Stretch it. There we go. Like so. Move it up a bit, in fact. That looks fine. There we go. And now we need to add more. We need to apply letters. The fact that I gotta do this all from scratch because the game doesn't have a bloody Illuminati. A lot of the Forza logo is considered tribal. Oh yeah, that's a real tribal indeed. Now technically we did win in springtime. Or 4 is clover for luck, because we're kind of lucky here. Anyway, do you want these letters, these? The font from a game made by Microsoft is a bit weird. It's good old-fashioned time in Roman day. Just joking. We'll just go with this nice straightforward letters. Capital E. Holy crap. Should we make them all black or should we go with white? Or different colors? Let's just go with black, shall we? Black is fine, but obviously we're gonna have to move that. We're also gonna have to change that size. Can I get a smaller E? Thank you. Can my camera stop moving? Thank you. And like that. And let's put this down. And why is this moving my bloody camera? I'm not even touching the stick and this moves my camera. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a flipping field days with these bloody letters if it keeps moving my bloody camera while I'm trying to place a simple effing letter. Please. L, there we go. I mean E. And now lowercase everything else. We're gonna add the L. I just realized the L is just a bloody stripe. Color is fine. It's just that it's too big. So let's shrink it a bit. Get narrower. Move over. You know what? I'm having second thoughts. This might be a big pain in the arse to do all of Illuminati. Nope, I'm regretting that letter. I'm deleting you. Just doing that, and then maybe a checker flag. Yeah, let's go with a checker flag, shall we? instead of doing that, put in this. Make it smaller, of course. Move it here. Spin it. There we go. The Forza Horizon 4 logo. Just put this here to indicate that we've dominated the eliminator in our truck here. And then what else? What else do we put? Sun crease. No. We need checkered flags. That's what we need. Should be in racing icons. Oh, yeah. And the color of the eliminators, so we need that. This one or this one? I think it's this one. So this color. There you go. And in fact, I think what I want to do is move this to over here. Stamp that in place. And now there should be another one here. Go ahead and look, that's interfering. So what we're going to do is try to match these up. Stamp that in place, and then one last one like right here. Actually, I think it's a little bit further off in the corner. And we stamp that in place, and now we need to change the color. So we're going to go ahead and change color. Previous color. This is going to be our. Oh no, this has to be the darkish blue. And then this one here, change color, has to be our magenta. Because everything's eliminator colors. And now we want to just go ahead and reinsert. So that way that's all copied over here. Although, did it copy over the eliminator logo twice? Awesome game. Why would you do that? Why would you stack that up? That makes no sense. It's starting to look like a really cheesy. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit cheesy. Yeah, I'm not liking how the flags are done at all. I want to flip horizontally. Horizontally is left and right, vertically is up and down. Flip it horizontally like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move it to like here-ish. Yep, and then I could stay there. But you, I want to flip vertically like that. And then I want to change its position to, let's say, right about here, or maybe here. Yeah, I want to move your position out the way, because I kind of like that look. And then do the same here. So if I flip it and flip it, yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and flip horizontally, then flip vertically, and then flip it horizontally again. Nope. Horizontally again, and now let's go ahead and change its position and move it. Okay, you can't just spin these things. And the hoses don't mess up. Like that. Cut that out. I think you need to be there. In fact, I don't think you just work on this side of the car now. I think that. Let's cut that out. Okay, so now we have a problem of a whole bunch of mess. You can be safely cut. You can be safely cut. And is that? I know it's one extra red that needs to go. That can be safely cut. That can be cut. That can be cut. So that way we're only going for a very unique symbol here. So we have the Illuminati and the flag of the Eliminator. Yep, sure, with a nice little stripe at the bottom there. And I think on the rear bumper, we can go ahead and give a shout out to like oh my gosh, it looks so shite though. Like, why? I mean, you probably can't even see it because the lighting is too strong. Oops. Work. Sure, trying to see white text on a silver car. Oh boy. Yeah, none of those logos are gonna work because they are just too washed out. You know what? Toyo tires. Let's say it was thanks to Toyo tires at one. And then let's also add Rocket Bunny's logo. Detailing is lost there. And then we're not going to mess with the size of the top anymore. So on the front bumper, actually if I do top slash hood, what I can do, alright, let's unselect all that, by the way. Let's add manufacturing groups. Now this is how we get the Forza Horizon 4 in. There we go. And we'll give credit to everybody too. So turn 10. Okay, slight problem with turn 10's logo. We're putting black on black. Have to put it on the roof here. Turn 10's logo and playground. Which can also sit on the roof, but we're going to go ahead and spin it like this. Make that smaller a bit. And then there we go, right next to turn 10. That is cutting them off a bit. Or, you know what, there we go. Alright, and now, yeah, that's our car marked up. I really wish I knew how to drop the roof. Also, I'm thinking that maybe the car should be black because our winning car was black. But the problem is, if I make the car black, you won't be able to see the turn 10 logo. Well, it's on a roof of a big car. You're really going to see the logo anyway. No, you're not. No, you're not. Alright, let's make this car black. Also, now that I remember it, it did have a roll cage, so we're going to have to put a roll cage in. Alright, so let's get out there. Crack the spine. And how the heck do I drop the roof? We're going carbon fiber. Oh, you can see it. Hold on. Dang, this car actually looks nice and green. Let's see. Ooh, the Damascus though. I'm sorry, prismarine black, because this is prismarine white. And the white makes it look too gray. Alright, if you can see it, you can see it. Although, slight problems, you really can't see that Illuminati logo. Prismarine black though. It's also this very bright in-your-face green. Alright, we're going carbon fiber. And we're going to change that black outline to a white one. Let's go back into livery. go ahead and change the color into a nice white so you can actually see the bloody bastard. And then let's mirror to the other side. And now alrighty then. Rename this because you already know. Do that. And let's share the design. Illuminati member. There we go. That is now shared to with the world. Well, I have designed and painted a lot of cars. And I mean a lot. Alright. Do you have to go into upgrades and tunes because I'm just now remembering it would have had a road cage. So I think our road cage would be not that one. I think here I have to put a road cage in. Yep. Oh no, I did. It's right there, right? Yeah, it's installed. Okay. Losing my mind. Okay, the roof is down. Good. And now that the roof is down, I can confirm it did not have a roll cage. Oh boy. This is that car that woke up on the wrong side of the bed. In fact, this is the area that we won in. Now I think about it. Yep, this is the winning spot. Although I really wish the camera would zoom away from the ass so much. Alright, we got the car. Now we must do sick jumps. Where's this? The sick jump that I haven't done before. Right there.
Around when it is safe to do so.
Move! I definitely cannot see anybody here. Holy crap. Is there any reason why the Regalia Type D is type good at driving? Like, I'm in a literal monster truck. Oh wait, I got wheel spins? Yay, tropical joggers. Wahoo. That's done, and my Message centers in. That's done. Okay. Alright. Why is there just a solid wall there? Fine, now get on the road like some peasant.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I wonder, can you create like your own custom races? Move!
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Nah, it's over
400
here.
yards, turn right.
Move!
Turn right. 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Okay, what tires did I put on this thing? Oh, I can't change the tires. Wait, I just realized, isn't there like a problem with the Rocket Bunny logo? And the OK symbol is now like a white supremacist symbol? Ah, crap, I need to get that off my
You
car.
didn't hack my laptop or something, did you? My data here has you clocked as one of the fastest on just about every speed trap so far. I've set some more up if you want to try them out.
No, I don't. Can I please have control of my map? Thank you. We need to go to this house right quick.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn right.
Alright.
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, so one, the road cage has to be reduced, and two, I gotta remove the Rocket Bunny logo. So I think it's in here. Nope, got that wrong again. It's in here. Take that out. The fact that I have to pay for that. I think we only had the bars on the back. We did not have like the whole entire cage. And now for the livery. Rear bumper, rocket logo, you can go. And in fact, I'm not liking the Toyo tires anyway. Now then, where was that sick jumped? Right there, where it seems to be like a lot of people. Why does a monster truck drive this well? You know what? I think it's because in games this car was literally on rails. So they try their best in order to imitate that.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
But it was definitely not fast by any means. Oh boy. Don't like careening to a forest, especially when I can't see because my camera is so focused on my car's ass. There we go.
You have arrived at your destination.
I got 1 star. I need like an extra 20 feet to get 2 stars, I think. Okay, the fact that this car was able to jump that far, it's amazing by itself. Let's not push our luck and really think we're going to get 2 stars with this. No, I want this. There we go. Alright, come on. And right now, yeah, I am just like stalling for time, waiting for other people to join in so we can have our victory parade!
Yards. Turn sharp.
Double pacifist win! Eliminator! Going out in style!
Turn sharp right.
Okay, we got the Eliminator mobile for a reason.
Calculating route.
Wait, the airport is
400
here.
yards. Turn right. In 400 yards. Turn right. In 200 yards. Turn right. Turn right.
No? You don't tell me what to do?
200 yards. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe.
Oh,
to
that's
do so.
nice. In spring, this is a nice grass field, but in summer, it's like a dead, leafy field.
In 200 yards. Turn left.
Just know some of the finer details of this car is a bit, not so good looking. I think it's because it's coming from a game. It wasn't just like,
100 yards. Turn left.
dang it. Alright, fine. I was a bit, you know, asking for it at that point if I really thought this was going to jump and hit that billboard.
In 100 yards. Turn sharp left. In 200 yards. Turn left.
I'm pretty sure this is quite a heavy vehicle.
Turn left. Recalculating route.
Look how navigation
Turn
is
around
trying.
when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
There we go. Let's get some speed. Let's hit this ramp with a vengeance. We are about to go flying.
You have arrived at your destination.
How do we do with that? Did we get at least 1 star? There we go. 1 star for that one. 600, 1,000 feet. My word, holy crap. How hard do you have to hit a ramp to be going 1,000 feet from where you hit that ramp?
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn right.
No, Cortana, that's not what we do here.
Recalculating route.
Also, is there a way to lift the roof on this car here?
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, right. We had to drive through that.
Turn sharp right.
think we're gonna be going far. I don't even think we're gonna fit in the tunnel. Oh no, we barely fit, but the camera's not happy! Did we get a single star for that? We did! How much are they expecting for 475? And we got like 380. Oh crap, nope, 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 nope. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, this should stop the camera from freaking out. Oh boy, let's not get ourselves wedged in here, shall we? Also, I think this is the farthest the camera can be zoomed out. And it says starting to rain, and my car is starting to hydroplane least correct. Dang it. Oh boy. Are you kidding me? 4 more feet? Oh, it was 475. Alright, you know, it's fine. We did the jump. And we got a score for it.
Yards, turn right. Turn left.
Okay, I think we're going across a lake.
Recalculating route.
Oh, the shortest distance between 2 lines is a straight path. That tree, though. I remember this forest. I've lost many of the eliminators in this forest. Do stuff like that. Like hitting a tree.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yep, and unfortunately it goes across a lake.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Need to clean these tires here.
100 yards, turn right.
Nah. Just go straight. Do a sick jump.
When it is safe to do so.
And now my tires are dirty again. Okay. Game. Alright.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright, let's go.
You have arrived at your destination.
What do you mean 2 feet? What the heck the game means 2 feet? Boom! Oh, 2 stars. Nice game.
Oh yeah? Been dominating all my danger signs again, have you? Yeah, I had no doubt either. Fancy doing some more?
I apparently already did one of them before it was even on my map.
When it is safe to do so.
Yeah, boy. I'm not gonna lie, the stream is so empty right now. It's like me announcing, hey, you're all invited to my birthday party, and no one shows up. COVID-19. Which I guess a lot of people's birthday parties are like that right now. Because no social gatherings of any type is allowed, so yeah, no birthday parties. Which, I'm sorry. If your birthday was today, which today being May 1st, then happy birthday. Still try to enjoy it the best way that you can.
In 400 yards.
Oh yeah, I got a wheel spin. Yay, money.
Turn sharp left.
Just know this car has like a triple exhaust. Yeah, I probably should have got that PS Repellent logo. I mean, there's the location. I do believe it's a lake I can drive across. Why the heck does a monster truck get so much sick drift? It's like, I'm large enough to crush all feeble cars on the road, yet I can do sick drifts.
Recalculating route.
Oh no, that's it. Apparently this is a road that I have never been on before, and I can honestly say I don't remember driving this road.
Turn left. Turn left. Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right.
Okay, this ramp is somewhere up ahead on this road here. I see it, I see it.
You've arrived at your destination.
I see it, and I go the wrong way into it. Because I'm supposed to be coming down the road, not up the road. Come on, let's go. $348. How do we do? Kind of pathetic, actually. I think I could hit that with a bit more vengeance. Let's go. Come on. This car is a 6-speed. Let's go! No, but I don't think we broke any records there. Nope. Probably went to 350. Apparently we already did this one before. Alright, let's head on to the next one. What is it, a trip zone or a speed zone? I think it's a speed zone. Awesome. This is actually a nice little place.
Turn right.
Took down the entire pole.
Turn right.
I'm telling you, for some reason this monster truck be hitting sick drifts.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Oh crap, of course there's a wall there. Why wouldn't there be a wall there?
Turn left.
Wait, I'm being told to drive through the landscape to get to this location here. Wow. Yeah, now you're going to drive on like a dirt path with no clear indications or markings whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, I know. That landing was the smoothest thing you ever saw. It was 100% calculated, I show you. And let's go.
You've
What?
arrived at your destination.
Oh, we barely got airborne there. I love how you can hear the engine while you're reversing. You just hear it in reverse. Let's go. Well, that was definition of pathetic. You know what, I'm gonna pretend that jump doesn't even
It is safe
exist
to do so.
and walk away from that like a bad hangover. There goes my mirror. How's my paint job looking? Ah, it's fine. Just a bit gaps and things here and there.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I saw a marker that said it was this way. Hold on while I careen into a forest. There we go. I knew I saw it.
In 400 yards, turn left. In 400 yards, turn left.
Ah, crap. Oh, the windmill jump. Wait, did I just now get this? Because I could have sworn I already blasted through this windmill a few times already. I love how me reversing destroyed that Fiat 500. So I want to try something here. The springs. I wonder how far I can drop this car here. Oh my gosh. I can now no longer turn my wheels. But hey, sometimes being lower is better for aerodynamic. And my squash car is perfect for this. Even though I'm pretty sure we've done this jump before.
Your destination.
Oh, there we go. I think that's 2 stars worthy. Nope, just 1 star. Oh shit, one jump wanted for 2 stars. Oh, 725. Nope. So I love how loading the car so much improves this like speed.
In 400 yards, turn left.
My look is somehow going faster because we squashed it down.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Now it doesn't want to turn or do sick drifts.
You have arrived at
Oh,
your
that's how I'm
destination.
supposed to get that bloody fast travel sign. Cause I remember Owen told me like sometimes you have to wait until ramp spawns. And I think this is the ramp I was waiting for, so I can get this bloody sign. Alright, as that is done. Oh, 400 is the maximum we need to get for that. We can try, or we can say nah. I'm particularly going to say nah. Alright, was that all the jumps? Honestly, it would give me more jumps if I did better. But not too worried about that.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Alright. Let's go ahead and smash floors.
Turn right.
Nope. Aha. You thought I was gonna go to there. But then I noped your face.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
Dang it, tree! Why are you solid? As I drive through the lane with my crushed skateboard, gosh darn it. Holy fuck. The fact that I can deal with 2 wheelie with this is amazing.
In 200 yards, turn
Oh, man. Oh, crap. We're getting here. Dang it. Also, I just remember this car technically has those jump boosters on the bottom. I mean, it's kind of sad that they don't work. Because it would be hilariously funny if you can actually use them. I would still like to know, how the heck did I flip the roof? Alright, I see the jump. Now the question is, are we approaching it from the right angle? I think we're not, because I see a road that leads up to the jump. Oh, no, it's not a jump. It's a bloody... fast travel point.
Arrived at your destination.
That's that one smashed. And actually, let's make life easier here. And
Around when it is safe to do so. Turn around
holy
when it is
crap.
safe to do so.
sometimes this car gets like amazing air, and I'm just surprised by the fact that a giant monster truck can get this much amazing air.
Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right.
Alright, come on, let's go
400
ahead.
yards,
Let's hit this up.
turn left.
You know what, should I try the marathon, give it one more like good old-fashioned college try, because it's not raining today, so I'm not going to deal with hydroplaning.
Turn right.
Should I really be frustrating myself like that?
You have arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And that's what's got me worried. Do I
200
try it?
yards, turn right.
Because it hasn't been raining so far.
Turn right.
Or do I not try it? I also love how they just like abandoned houses here.
Arrived at your destination.
You know what? As much as I'm gonna regret it, let's try the marathon one last time.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, I'm stuck here. Alright. So let's keep riding until we're out of this location. Am I so stuck that not even whining can get me out? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, like, holy crap. I have done that before where I got myself so stuck that not even whining can get me out. But I didn't want to go through that again.
In 400 yards, turn right.
As much as I would love to take the Regalia Deep into the marathon, it just does not have the marathon speed. Because we're going to be racing against, like, you know, Porsches and Ferraris and this, that, and the third. This thing is just not going to do the trick. Don't get me wrong, love it, but yeah, no.
You have arrived at your destination.
Love to do this co-op, but unfortunately, there's no one to co-op with. Alright, where's the McLaren? Here we go. Oh shit, I forgot to turn off the music. No, 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 stop, stop, stop the music. Stop already, stop the music. No, stop it, stop, stop, stop. Oh god, no, what did I do? No, oh crap, this, oh dang it, now. Well, there's copyright claims on YouTube now. That's definitely copyright claims. Just gosh darn it. Alright, and let's go. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And hopefully there's no like supercar here that's like gonna destroy me. Oh, nope, it's definitely raining. I think it just rains during this event if you try doing it during the springtime. It's definitely raining. And my controller or this game is doing that thing where it's recognizing inputs that aren't there. Wow, that person wiped themselves out. Like straight up destroyed himself amazingly. Oh, sorry. Gotta check some info. No, I am not in the mood for you, Porsche. Anytime you want to come back on the road, thank you, McLaren. Oh, brother. And like the people who are really ahead are just out there going. Oh my gosh. What is with this? And then it's like some weird like super speed we all have. Because right now I'm losing to like a bloody Subaru. It's like holy crap. And then the people out in front are just long since gone. I love how it's not raining, but these roads are most definitely wet. And those people in the front just will not crash. Hit something. Slow down. Like, I'm going 200 miles per hour. I can't shake the person behind me. And I can't catch up to these cars ahead of me. And then I get taken out. Awesome. And I'm in a bloody McLaren S20S. Wow. What's up, Lucas? Well, let's quit this event, because this is not the car for this event. Alright, let's close this house. Nope. There we go.
Around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright, so this McLaren is not the car I want to take into this race here.
You have arrived at your destination. 200 yards, turn right.
So, let me see. Really good racing Porsche.
In 200 yards, turn left.
As I careened through the fields, and I think I made it to my house. Yep, I did. Just a very smooth, that's how you normally park up in your house. You careen to the nearest forest and then plow? Wait a second, I think I already have a Porsche Cayman. Because I know I have Porsche. I have a 911 GTS, Porsche, there you go. Porsche Cayman. If only I could remember who was that modder. Okay. And now libraries, and now I just want to find a design for this. I think this is regular police. That's a nice one. Hold on. What was the creator's name? What was it? X L's Bells XX. I might remembering their name wrong. It's searching. I don't know if I saw this at the end of yesterday's stream, so I'm probably not even gonna find this bloody mod. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, you already know what I'm looking for. It was hilarious, and I want it. I wonder if I can afford a 918 Porsche in this game, if it's even in this game. Alright, I can't find it. Let's go to the auto show. And let's see. So McLaren's a bus. I tried a Koenigsegg. That was a bus. So let's try... Oh, there we go. 918 Spy. Oh, god, that is way out of my price range. Alright. Let's find something else cool. Yep, that looks cool. Alright. And now let's upgrade into this car. We want something that's high in popularity. Oh my gosh. Alright, I really hope this Porsche is worth it. Because so far, the McLaren hasn't been... Oh, McLaren's proving itself to not be worth it. Holy crap. This definitely has a wide body kit on it. It looks angry and pissed off at the world. I'm slowly starting to feel that way.
Do so.
And handle yourself nice on that dirt. But the thing is, it's not a matter of getting up to speeds, right? That's not the problem we're having. Although that seems to be the problem of the marathon with those cars. Watch it be some bullcrap like, oh, if you want to win the marathon, you need to get the McLaren Senna. Also, I single-handedly, like, annihilated my car with that one crash there.
Recalculating route. In 100 yards, turn right. In 100 yards, turn right.
Let's try this and let's see how this goes. Because I'm really telling you, I am getting pissed off at this event here. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's my Vanquish, or that's the Valkyrie. Wait, this is where I lose them. There's 1 and 2. And this rain doesn't help, and how? Yeah, they're not hydroplaning like I am. I'm the only one hydroplaning here. All these other Travatars. Are you kidding me? So, I think it's Lucia's bug. Because look, I'm sliding out of control, but when the way they drive, they're clearly fully in control. And then I instantly get to 4th place. And it's like, as soon as I'm in 4th place, something's ready to pass me. Nope. That wasn't gonna work. Yep, they're clearly not hydroplaning like I am. How? Like, he's not hydroplaning like I am. Oh my gosh. And I think this track is just always wet. Whether it's raining or not raining, it's always just gonna be a wet track. Yeah, I give up. Nope. Sorry, Microsoft. Nope, you failed again. That's not balance. You don't know what you're doing. Stop making games. That's not balance. You failed. Nope. Well, that's sad. Seemed like it would have been a fun one. But
Turn
oh well.
around when it is safe to do
If
so.
other cars won't hydroplane to the same degree that I'm hydroplaning, it's not fun. Because for me, it just looks like they're driving and it's all like summer weather and they're just like, that's the no amount of losing grip you would have because you're driving in literally, you know, high speeds. While I'm the only one dealing with like hydroplaning.
Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh well. About that. Alright, I'm not pissing myself off with that one. We're gonna forget it exists. We're gonna cream through this forest here at ungodly speeds. That's a world-ending crash right there. Four assists in this game.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I can't cross this lake!
In 400 yards.
What's it done with it? Yeah, sure, why the heck not?
Okay, Rusty. Plotting your route to the Forza-thon live event now.
Let's go.
In 400 yards.
Hopefully there's enough people for this to be a fun event. It seems like people stopped caring about the Forza-thon event. Ever since like summer ended.
200 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
I love how it's not even raining. It's just like water and dew on the ground, and like that's what's causing me to like lose traction control.
In 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
As we can re-into a forest. There we go. Actually, what is near the Forza-thon event? Yeah, nothing I can fast travel to, that's for sure.
Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn sharp right. Forza-thon Live will begin soon. Good luck.
That was planned. 100% calculated.
You have arrived at your destination.
Come on. 360's in the water. Oh, I thought he was in like the Lego car there for a second. I was about to say, what? Okay, that's actually making me dizzy. But I'm gonna go ahead and park inside this car here. No, leave me alone. Let me park inside your car.
Forza's online, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Round 1 started!
That's cool and all, but I just realized I don't want to be in this car here. Busting out the Scorpion.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, we have to do the jump test here. You know what? Nah, let's just force it down live, because it's time to show off, right? Let's show off something proper here. Where's the quartz?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'm not.
Safe to do so.
Go. It's a victory parade and the victory machine. The quartz for Gallia D. Although, maybe I should raise this just a tad bit just to make turning a bit easier.
Safe to do so.
Also, it kind of sucks that these poles come back after you go to the trouble of knocking them down.
Round 1 complete! Get to round 2!
Turn around when it is safe to do so. 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
Let's go. Let's go! Luckily there's enough people participating to make this actually fun and worth it. Oh boy, it's a drift zone. Which I don't think I'm technically a part of right now. Yep, I forgot to hit the thing so I can actually be a part of the drift zone. Whoopsies. Yeah, that's right. We're doing a drift zone in a bloody monster truck, gosh darn it. I know I can probably switch over to something a lot more appropriate for this, but nah. Oh boy. How many points does they expect us all to get? Oh, crap, I should be using E-brake grips. I was just using, like, the regular reverse strips. Oh boy, I had messed up there. Oh boy, that was a face-palming, skull-crushing moment. Yep. Come on, we're almost there. I just need to get a few more points, and that's it. I think it's just looking for like 1,000, more than 1,000, a million points.
Round 2 complete. Get to round 3.
Let's go. I love how this guy is just like all over the road. Just like, F it. Speed? I am speed. Dang it, the guy with the police siren is amazing. Oh, crap.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I've been here before, and I remember doing this one on a car that would be a lot more capable of this as well. And it wasn't fun! Come on, let's go. I think it's expecting like 3,000 points here. No, more than that. It's already at 1,500. It's not even at the halfway point. Hit this thing with some type of vengeance!
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So yeah, 2 danger signs and a drift zone. Dang. Normally you try to mix it up. You have like a danger sign and a drift zone and a speed zone. Oh well. Come on, let's go.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I will hump these rocks until I get through. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't want nothing. Why is this guy driving in reverse? Is he just using the rewind feature, or is he literally driving in reverse? No, he's driving in reverse. Come on. Just want more than 10,000 feet, that's for
Turn
sure.
around when it is safe to do so.
But it looks like we're getting there. Oh, the reverse counts as well? Oh my gosh. I didn't know the reverse counts. Oh crap. I could have been doing this so much more efficiently if I knew the reverse counts. Oh, it's just 13,000.
Complete. Congratulations.
Alright, that's that event done. I think this is a drag race. Yep, drag race. Italian modern supercars. Oh no, that's a street racing. Oh. Done with that nonsense. What is this? They're at hot hatches only? Oh my gosh, game! Stop! There's not an input coming from my right stick. Actually, what does my regalia count as? This counts as extreme off-road. Oh boy. Oh, that was a flop and a half there. Why is the terrain so here so bumpy that messes with your car so much?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Nah. That's for a blowout stream.
In 400 yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn right.
Wait, should I really be trying this? It's one of the Festival Horizon events. This might go so badly. It might go super badly.
Recalculating route.
Here goes my car. Screw your car. The guy in the golf car is just like, what the heck just hit me? I fear nothing. But that car that hit me, that was a monster. Oh crap, you can actually see those tractors driving? I just thought there was like a decoration hood ornament or
400 yards,
a
turn
roof
right.
ornament.
Turn right.
Move!
You have arrived at your destination.
There's a Renault Clio? Ugh.
You ready for a great championship this spring? What am I saying? You wouldn't have signed up if you weren't.
Oh crap. Oh crap. I have no tune hot hatches. Whoops. I thought I did, but turns out I definitely did not. Vintage Racers. Retro Rally. Should we try the Top Gear event? Because I think I know what I have to do for this event here.
You have arrived at your destination.
This is Project EAT. That's EAT for E-Class All-Terrain. It's a modified Merc built by the Top Gear magazine team for finding bears in the woods. Not many bears around here, though. Mostly badgers. Still, there's definitely some terrain. Lots of it. All you need is a good sense of direction. Or not. Here's Stig again, looking lost. Terrified of maps, apparently. Inner compass points directly south. The EAT has a silky smooth V6 diesel. It'll do 155 miles an hour on the road, but where we're going, we won't need roads. First up,
crap. I just realized I probably picked the worst seasons to try this. With all the bloody hydroplaning.
But don't worry, it has knobbly tyres, and a roof rack for carrying extra knobbly tyres.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Wait, where are we going? Okay, so we're going there, so we can pretty much careen through here. And save ourselves some time here.
Turn left. Recalculating
Oh,
route.
right, I forgot the trees move and shit.
Well, it is a Mercedes wagon, so it's tough. And if you really want to smash stuff up, there's even a pickaxe in the back.
Yep, I just saw it.
Who says you need an SUV to go off-road? The EAT has four-wheel drive and air suspension to smooth out lumps and bumps and everyday obstacles. Ancient burial mounds, for example. That's some proper hang time. Actual air suspension.
I think I'm going the right way, right? Yeah. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I should be getting on the road here because the destination is this way. Oh boy, the swaying of the trees is not helping. It messes me up. Also, why does this car looks much lower than the last time I drove this?
When it is safe to do so. In 100 yards.
Okay,
turn right.
come on. We need to get there now. I mean, you know, 1.7 miles doesn't look much. I'm going 100 miles per hour. Should definitely be getting there soon, but the problem is not the first part.
340 horsepower, more torque than a cruise ship, and gets to 60 miles an hour in just over 5 seconds.
It's not the first destination. We have plenty of time to get to the first destination. It's every destination after the first that's going to be a pain. Because in truth be told, we only have 7 minutes to do this entire thing. So the longer I take to get to here, the
Now
less
it's
like.
time to head way over there, to the very top
So now we're trying to go to Archer Springs.
of Arthur's Seat. But first, what goes up must come down.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I think I already found that barn find.
Recalculating route.
Oh no, it punishes me for every time I have to reset my car. Which I don't like.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Not my fault your stupid resetting takes so long.
Turn around.
Wait, does it punish me for like rewinding time as well?
In 200 yards, turn left.
Oh my gosh! And then it puts me back at the top of the mountain. It's like I have to find a quick way down this mountain, but you keep resetting me to a bad spot. It's like, and the rocks don't help. Vehicle, fine. Effing traction already. But here, off-roader my ass. You're not an off-roader if you can't conquer mountains, gosh darn it.
That's a four-wheel drive car on mud tyres completely sideways. You'd do well in rallying with skills like that. Top draw drifting, I reckon.
Now, is there any way I can get to this place on the outside and avoid going to the city altogether? Or no, I look like I'm gonna have to go to the city.
It's full of home comforts, the EAT. Charges for almost anything you can charge. Cozy ambient lighting, even a portable espresso machine. Everything the intrepid explorer could ever need.
Except for traction. It does not have traction. For an all-terrain vehicle, I find it extremely difficult to drive.
In 400
Come
yards,
on.
turn right. Turn right.
All right,
No.
all those adventure kits had a tiny effect on the fuel efficiency. Good job the roof rack holds 2 cans of diesel, and there's another one in the back. Just don't confuse them with your drinking water.
Alright. Or is it 6 minutes in total I have? Because I think it's 7 minutes in total I have to get to the destination, but I know it does not give you much time for like 2 stars and 1 star. 2 stars 6 minutes, and I think 1 star is 6 minute 30. As much as I like to beeline it, it doesn't work like that.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
On to the final stretch now. Just the small matter of getting up Arthur's seat. The clock's ticking, so better step on it, Stiggy.
Sure, traction! Can I please have some?
In 200 yards, turn
Oh my gosh, stop flipping! Every bloody SUV, no more! Oh, you know what? This is the last stream. This will never raise my blood pressure again. With every SUV, with every bump.
And there we go. The top of Arthur's seat. No idea who Arthur is, by the way, or why his seat's so big. Nice view, though. Shame there's no time to stick around.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Now, I said we'd be driving some British classics, and you don't get more British than a car built in Birmingham designed by a man from Greece. Anyway, here it is, an original Mini Cooper S, an icon of 60s engineering. It was designed for cities, but this is the wide-body one, so we're going to need a bit more room. And I know just the place. Ready, Stig?
When you're taller than a car, you're going to...
Capable of carrying 4 people and their luggage. Hand luggage, presumably.
Yeah, I highly doubt 4 people can fit into a Mini. It's giving me 9 minutes to get to my destination here. Should I be worried? Also, is there any reason why the license plate does not say top tier? You know, I feel like a missed opportunity there. You can see why it gives me 9 minutes. This thing does not control that well.
The Cooper S was the car to beat on the famous Monte Carlo rally. It pretty much wiped the floor with the competition.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
The Cooper S was developed by a bloke called John Cooper, who also built F1 cars, so it had real racing pedigree.
Yeah, a lot of cars have real racing pedigrees.
And it wasn't just Monte Carlo either. The British Saloon Car Championship, the 1000 Lakes Rally, even the Australian Touring Car Championship. Almost any time the Mini turned up, it won.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Keep sweeping this car up.
Turn right.
Oh wait, we're going to the airport.
Turn right.
We are going to the airport. Which means I pretty much know what we're about to do here. We're gonna do a barrel roll.
Here we are. Told you it was spacious. We've got everything we need here. An airfield, the original rapid runabout, and the Stig. I'm looking forward to this. Look at that, laying down some rubber there. Not that it has much to lay. After all, tiny wheels mean tiny tyres. This little Mini punches well above its weight. It's literally unstoppable. Forget rallying, this thing was made for demolition derbies. Now that's just showing off. What is it with Minis and shipping containers? They sold nearly 5.5 million Minis, but only this one could fly apparently. It might be Mini on the outside, but it's Maxi on the inside. Want to guess the world record for the most people crammed inside one? I'll tell you, it's 27. Gymnasts. No idea if they all came out in one piece. Yes, that's what the Mini's all about. No wonder it was pretty much unbeatable. Maybe that's why its basic design lasted for over 40 years.
Well, I definitely went flying.
Short wheelbase, front wheel drive. It's really not an easy car to slide, this.
Woo! Anyway, I see those ramps over there. Come on. Oh, come on, that does not count. I did like barrels and flips. Dang it!
See, the Mini wasn't just designed for nipping around town. It was also a proper racer and won the British Saloon Car Championship a whopping 5 times. Yes, I know this is all very good fun, but we really need to nail this bit. Look at that, laying down some rubber there. Not that it has much to lay. After all, tiny wheels mean tiny tyres. Now that's just showing off. What is it with Minis and shipping containers? They sold nearly 5.5 million Minis, but only this one could fly apparently.
Alright.
Good work. It might be Mini on the outside, but it's Maxi on the inside. Want to guess the world record for the most people crammed inside one? I'll tell you, it's 27. Maybe that's why its basic design lasted for over 40 years.
Holy crap.
See, the Mini wasn't just designed for nipping around town. It was also a proper racer and won the British Saloon Car Championship a whopping 5 times.
go, let's go. Dang it! Alright, let's try this again.
Take as long as you like. I've got nothing else to do.
Oh my gosh, come on.
Look at that, laying down some rubber there. Not that it has much to lay. After all, tiny wheels mean tiny tyres. Now that's just showing off. What is it with minis and shipping containers? They sold nearly 5.5 million minis, but only this one could fly, apparently. Work. It might be mini on the outside, but it's maxi on the inside. Want to guess the world record for the most people crammed inside one?
27?
It's 27. Gymnasts. Typical came out in one piece. Yes, that's what the mini's all about. No wonder it was pretty much unbeatable. Maybe that's why its basic design lasted for over 40 years.
I completely missed that ramp.
See, the Mini wasn't just designed for nipping around town. It was also a proper racer and won the British Saloon Car Championship a whopping 5 times.
Come on. Fuck! Gosh. Dang, if I could have jumped that train, that would have been exactly what I needed to get some bloody points here.
All right, someone tell the Stig we're done now. It's time for a spot of sightseeing.
There we go. The problem is that I wasn't stopping the car, so I wasn't getting any of those points. And that's the problem with the skill challenge, is you have to stop the car to get your points because it doesn't add them until you stop. Oh, I got the tractor. Is that all the events here? Nope. Next chapter.
Here we are then, Edinburgh, where it's time for a spot of turbocharged tourism with this, the mighty Porsche GT2 RS. All we need now is our tour guide. Look, Stig, the world's worst Scotsman, allergic to tartan, absolutely petrified of bagpipes, or so I've heard. Right, let's see if we can visit every bell tower in Edinburgh and get back here before they all stop ringing.
In 400 yards,
No.
turn left.
That seems like a bad idea.
Turn left.
Dang it.
What a car this is. 3.8 litre flat six, 2 turbos, 700 horsepower, all wrapped up in carbon fibre with wings, stripes, holes and vents for snorting in the air.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Nippy little thing, isn't it? 0 to 60 takes 2.7 seconds. Just the job for a bit of speedy sightseeing.
Not doing much sightseeing by the fact that I'm over here blazing through. Oh my gosh, how many destinations are there? How many bells are in this town?
Turn right.
It might be street legal, but it's only a pair of fireproof underpants away from being a full-blown racing car.
200 yards. Turn right.
Excellent hooliganry. That's what 700 horsepower and rear-wheel drive will do for you if you have the guts for it. And an effective laundry detergent.
Turn right.
I would like, you know, actual traction. Oh boy. How many of these are there?
Take the second exit.
It's a real masterpiece of engineering, this GT2 RS. The wheels are made from magnesium, the exhaust is titanium. It's exotic, savage, and utterly bonkers. I love it!
In 100 yards, turn left. In 200 yards,
boy.
turn sharp right.
I doubt I'm gonna make it.
Turn sharp right.
Oh boy.
It's limited to 211 miles an hour. Any faster and it would need special tyres. But with the stick behind the wheel, who knows? Ooh, inch perfect there. It's wider than a regular 911, this GT2, and about 20 times more terrifying. Basically, the perfect device for nipping in and out of city traffic.
I highly doubt that. Chris, I highly doubt that. This is it.
200 yards,
Nope.
turn right.
How many of these are there?
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Into the final stretch now. Note to stick. Remember to park properly at the end. And watch out for traffic wardens.
Oh boy. Of course. Really, game?
Good work. Hard on those carbon ceramic brakes now. They could stop a locomotive dead in its tracks.
Oh my gosh. Ouch. Cracked the spine. Alright, are we done with the Top Gear stuff? No, more episodes. Is this like an entire season?
I told you we'd finish with a fan's favourite, and here it is. No, not the lorry, the thing on the back, under the tarp. You'll love it. But first we need to move it into position. Thankfully, we have our very own haulage expert, a trucker's trucker. No load too large. Yes, it's big rig Stig.
Brother.
Right, now take it easy, Stig. That's some expensive cargo you have back there. Costs as much as a house. Weighs about the same too.
So probably a Bentley Bentayga. Because I don't think the Rolls-Royce Cunningham is here, or any Rolls-Royce for that matter. Get to the target in 4 minutes in a car that can't go above 60. Awesome. It's 2 miles away. If I can actually hit 60 miles per
Worked out
hour,
easier?
then I'll be going a mile a
Okay,
minute,
here are
and
some
therefore it should
cryptic
take me 2 minutes to get
It's
there.
all-wheel drive, but not four-wheel drive. It's a wagon, but you definitely don't need a horse to pull it.
So the wagon.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Okay.
Turn
Oh,
left.
the Mercedes G-Wagon. Like, what's... Because that calls itself a wagon, even though technically it's an SUV, but whatever. Or it could be that Mercedes G-Wagon 6x6. Because, yeah, that would be heavy expenses, a wagon, and all-wheel drive without the four-wheel drive, because it's six-wheel drive. Yeah, no, this is not winning any speed zones.
That's 5 tons of flatbed carrying 4 tons on its back. Don't you just hate getting stuck behind a slow, lumbering old... Wait a minute. It's actually accelerating. Up a hill. I guess that's what 900 foot-pounds of torque does for you. That plus truck a stick.
Okay, we're almost there. There's the destination. You know what? Slight detour. Just said I have to be careful with the vehicle on my
Turn
back.
around when
He
it's
didn't say I have
safe
to
do
follow
so.
roads to my destination. See? Invented
Good job,
shortcuts.
big rig stick. Suits you, you know. Although, come to think of it, maybe pick up some more of your style. Especially the one we have in store.
Turn around.
It's the Mercedes 6x6.
I
Yep.
give you the Mercedes G63 AMG 6x6. It's the ultimate off-roader, a 4-ton, 6-wheel sports utility truck. Basically, a G-Wagon
Oh, that
with
wood
the
looks
back half of
horrible
a pickup
in the
thrown
back.
in for free.
That wood looks horrible. Oh my
Up
gosh.
front is a
No.
5.5-litre twin-turbo V8. Usually it's limited to 100 miles an hour, but not this one.
In 100 yards, turn right.
Ah, someone call air traffic control. I'm pretty sure you need a special license to fly one of these.
Yeah, that was a bad one, Chris. That was a bad one. Oh boy, it's a checkpoint race, but instead of giving me, like, you know, checkpoints, they're just making me go from destination to destination, not really knowing where the next one's
With all
at.
of the wheels comes all of the grip. The 6x6 turns mountains into motorways. Is there anything it can't conquer?
In 100 yards, turn left.
I wasn't expecting a drop there, so I was not expecting that slow motion there, so I probably ruined that. What is with SUVs doing flips? Like, every time I drive an SUV and I go up a hill at any type of speed, it's going to do a flip upon landing.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Like, seriously. I have never played a game with SUVs just to keep doing flips over and over again. I also love that because they're putting, like, water pools on the dirt, you cannot
It
see,
makes
like...
536 horsepower and more than 760 newton meters of torque. With that speed limiter removed and with the stick behind the wheel, it'll do 125 miles an hour with a bit of a run-up.
I mean, I don't think we're getting, like, you know, 3 stars. We'd be lucky if we get 1 star.
It's tough, the 6x6. After all, it was originally made for the Australian Army. It's basically a tank with heated seats.
In 400 yards,
The
turn left.
Australian Army. It's a phrase and a half I thought I'd never hear.
It can wade through a metre of water, this thing. Most cars need full scuba kit at that depth. Ridiculous.
It can also not turn at all.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Yeah, not bothering too much with the roads.
Turn left.
Luckily, it's not saying park here, it's just saying destination, so we just need to get there.
Top there, Stig. Take tomorrow off. No idea what Stig does with a day off. Experimental dance, goat yoga, bog snorkeling. Anyway, I've been Chris Harris. I still am. And this has been the Top Gear Horizons Special. Thanks for coming. Now, let's go see what this Forza-thon live thing's all about.
Okay, we are done with that event. Alright, and that is all of Top Gear done. And now what? Because the marathon is broken due to the fact that AI drivers don't have to deal with hydroplaning the same way I do. And they can just plow right on through it without any issues whatsoever. I don't really care about street scene. Definitely don't care about the drag race. Oh, I actually did the drag race. Let's try one bit of British Racing Green, shall we? 0 out of 30. Oh my gosh. Right now I'm just trying to find a way to fill in the last amount of time we have for this stream here, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've kind of lost interest. Not so much in this stream, but in this game here.
Turn right.
I feel like just calling it quits early and just switching over to like Minecraft. If there's a game I can enjoy for hours on end.
Turn left.
Just because I like building. I'm not sure why, but the building in Minecraft is very therapeutic. Anyway. You know, the scenery in this car remind me a lot of Final Fantasy 15. You just go out for a nice drive in Arcadia. You listen to like Nox and like Gladius talk about something stupid. Or maybe it'd be Nox and what's his name? Pontus? Pontus? I know his name starts with a P because they all have like Latin names. No, Noctis means knight, Gladius means warrior.
In 200 yards, turn left.
There's the one with the camera, his name means light, but I cannot remember his actual name.
Yards, turn left. Turn left.
But I know Noctis means knight, Gladius means warrior.
Turn right.
What the heck is Noctis' best friend's name?
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's do one of these events.
Great to see you. We're shooting a documentary about car culture in the UK, and I need a second driver. You've made a name for yourself, and it would be great to have you aboard. It's simple. You drive, I tell the story. Let's do it.
Oh boy, no.
From Aston Martin to McLaren and Bentley, Great Britain is home to over a century of automotive excellence.
She is
I'm
literally
Rebecca
reading off a
Wilson.
paper.
Welcome to British Racing Green. A documentary celebrating that history.
She's literally trying to... She is literally reading off of a script.
The Aston Martin DB5 Vantage was the quintessential Grand Tourer of the 1960s.
She has no interest in what she's
British
reading.
Engineering and
She's trying to
Italian
ad-lib
design.
a script. Oh no. Like, dude, Microsoft, come on. You paid like enough money. You should know that like anytime you have a voice actor that's just reading off the script, even if they're ad-libbing, it sounds like really hot ass. Like, where's the acting, damn it?
The Vantage featured side draft carburetors and a refined camshaft profile, capable of a blistering top speed of 162 miles an hour in 1964.
And why is she pausing every now and then?
The clean lines of Superleggera's bodywork, reclining seats and wool carpets created a car that was luxurious as well as fast.
She is clearly reading from the script. She's not even in the car! I'm the only person in the car. Is she like calling me over the phone? I'm listening to her through the radio somehow, and she's like telling me this story here. Or do I just have my phone on like speakerphone and oh crap, my eye hurts. You've been getting the 2017 Mercedes E350D automatic all-terrain Project ETA, as well as the Tractor. Thank you. Nothing to say about that drift.
This car would form the basis for the DB range, with later cars improving on the design in many ways. But
She's
none
reading
ever
PR
achieved the
materials.
sheer
It's
iconic
literally
perfection
PR
of the
materials.
Vantage.
In 200 yards, turn left.
Freaking Cortana on the radio has a more emotion in giving me instructions than this person over here trying to give me
For
the
all
history of
its
a car.
beauty and engineering perfection, only 65 of these beautiful machines would ever be built. If you own one, you own a piece of British history.
Oh my gosh, she is reading like the PR script to me in like the most blandest voice possible here.
200 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Like, holy crap.
The silver DB5 would be immortalized in half a century of cinema. The classic Aston Martin.
Wow. That
But in
is...
2016, a new DB was unveiled, heralding the dawn of Aston Martin's second century. The DB11 is the first production turbocharged Aston Martin. But is it a worthy successor to that legacy?
She is reading a script and PR materials.
The short answer is yes. It's bold, responsive, and agile. It's perhaps the best GT chassis in the world. And listen to it.
No! Okay. Also, I love how you gave me a car that was like ancient but has amazing control, and now I'm in this thing here that doesn't know how road surface works. And you're like, oh, can you go 100 please? Thank you. Game! It's okay if I don't go 100. No one takes these cars and just go 100 all the dang dong day.
Able to hit 60 miles an hour in 3.5 seconds, the DB11's 5.2-litre twin-turbo V12 boasts a top speed of over 200 miles an hour.
She's reading PR materials to me. Oh my word. Who approved this? Who approved this? Who played through this? Like, oh my gosh.
The DB11 is not the fastest car in the world, but then it's not trying to be. It's sophisticated, effortless luxury. It's an Aston Martin.
Why is this lady trying to sell me on an Aston Martin? Like, I'm pretty sure if you paid $6 for a video game like this, you're not thinking about owning a classic car, nor do you have the money for that. Because I'm pretty sure the people who can buy those really expensive, nice cars are playing much more sophisticated sim games. Like, for instance, I don't know, iRacing maybe. Maybe a bit of Gran Turismo.
The DB11
Maybe some
front
Astra
strips
Costa.
channel air to create a virtual spoiler, providing downforce without compromising the car's clean lines. Brilliant.
Oh my gosh. I'm having the most boring person in the world trying to give me a sales speech by ad-libbing some PR materials.
The DB11 proves that Aston Martin is ready for another century of beautiful cars. And I can't wait.
Look, lady, you don't give an effing damn about these cars here. You are clearly ad-libbing a script that was handed to you by someone who understands cars a bit better than you, and now you're trying to sell me a car.
Aston Martins are only one of many cars made in the United Kingdom. Let's see what else is out there.
Yeah, surprisingly, when you have to stay above a certain miles per hour, not gonna lie, that was god awful. Like, I had no problem with the DB5. That drove beautifully for what it was. Now, my main problem was that lady's talking. Like, oh my gosh. That was the most blandest, driest thing I ever heard. That was clearly just ad-libbing from her reading off of a script. And then somehow that makes it into a game. What is this? Upgrade heroes? No, we're not doing that again. There's a taxi service, and this is La Racer. You know what? At this point here, it's safe to say we've done everything we can do here. You know, some might say we never did the drift club, but who cares? We drift all over the place. Some might say we never did the skill points, but who cares? We get skill points all over the place. So we don't need dedicated game modes, just dedicated to things we can just do while driving to the world. And yes, I know, technically I did not complete the marathon, but F it. Okay? Street Team is poorly balanced. I'm starting to notice the trend of Microsoft and poorly balancing certain things. What would otherwise be fun. It's always like that one thing they messed up. But at this point here, I think we have thoroughly enjoyed this game. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I bought a new graphics card, and this 3-month Xbox Game Pass was given to me for free, so I can play this game here, because I would not pay $60 for this. And if I did, I'd be pissed off with myself for spending the $60. While this game is fun, don't get me wrong, it is fun. My only problem with it is, like, it tried to combine racing simulation with a bit of, like, arcade, like the fact that you can just go flying through the air, land on your tires, and live, even though in reality, you'd be dead if you did that. As your spine would be horribly crushed, your bones would just go straight through your face, and you would most likely be dead. There would be no, like, oh my gosh, look at this sick air. None of that. You'd be dead. And I do love the fact that it gave you so much destructible environments. The ability to take any car off-road almost instantly. And, you know, it tried with things like realistic weather effects, like the snow and the rain. And then, like, you have things like tire degrees if you turn it on, as well as heat and the cosmetics. But ultimately, this was not what I expected. Because it felt too much like what I expect from Forza Motorsports, which is supposed to be your realistic, we did all the simmy stuff, that type of thing. which they have an entire dedicated game franchise to. But for this, you know, I would have liked it if it was a bit more Burnout-like, to say the least. Like, you have those huge crashes, the wrecks, the cars flying everywhere, the metals and pieces and everything that's going this way, that way, and the third. That would have been nice. Let's put this blue streak on the ground. You know what? I'm probably going too fast. What is this? Why did somebody took like blue paint and just smeared it all over the road here? This is probably something I'm not understanding. Is that a bike path? If it is, it's the most half-assed thing I've ever seen for a bike path, and it's gone. Okay, sure. Oops. But yeah, so my thing is, I would have loved to see like big crashes, you know, like straight up destroying vehicles, sending them plowing. I would have loved that they let you go crazy with the car customization and just increase it to levels that a car was never supposed to be at. I really think like the whole entire tire situation could have been handled better. I mean, not tires, rims. Like, honestly, the rims should have been the cosmetic section. You know, just pretend they're made out of like some type of super fancy materials and they don't increase the weight of your car by any means. Because that's what sucks, you know, you find a nice design, but unfortunately it changes your rims with the design. It's like, nah. Because that sucks. And then there's the vehicle tuning. I felt it was a bit too in-depth for what was supposed to be like a silly, have fun racing game. It felt way too much like what I expect from, once again, Forza Motorsports. So I felt like there wasn't enough separation between this and Forza Motorsports. And then there's the festival events, which unfortunately they lack balance and fun. Not to mention, there's just like generic events, like, you know, capture the flag, king of the hills, tag. It's like, Like, I get it. They was trying to add some game modes that wasn't just strictly, you know, race, drift. To the point where literally, like, the Eliminator might have been like a cool concept, but instead of having like the stupid ring, which the Eliminator did not need, and the fact that, like, you know, even if you win, if you join the Illuminati, you don't get like a new car or anything to start off with, yet it tells you to pick a car. Makes no sense. And then whatever car you pick, you're always picking the same mini. And then the fact that the seasons pour into it, but it seemed like, no, there was a bit of spring with the rain. Speaking of the rain, the hydroplaning and the snow, it's like, nah. Point being is like, the game is fun, but I wouldn't recommend $60 for it. If I was gonna pay actual money for this, I'd either rather get it through Xbox Game Pass and get much more funner games with it, and this can just be a thing. Or maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 15 bucks. I really don't see this worth 60. Because the designer is not full feature as it is in Need for Speed Heat. And there's some stuff where Microsoft really should have sacrificed realism for fun, but they chose to go realistic and it made it worse. But yeah, at the end of the day, I am officially done with this game. This stream is officially done. If you like this, please be sure to catch me again. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday, and I decided that Saturdays are going to be my day off. But Sunday, I will be streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 1800 hours for those of you who live in without 12-hour formats. Some more Yakuza 0. Hopefully, those cutscenes. Oh my gosh, that cutscene. Harness, you know, I might have to make some conscious decisions about how much filler I put in my stream. because I was not expecting some of those cutscenes to be so long. And they are, like, seriously, like, holy crap. Like, they were long, like, I'm not sure if you guys caught my, like, last Yakuza stream, Yakuza 0. But literally, at the end of the stream, there was a 1 hour long, I'm not kidding you, 1 hour long cutscene. I'm like, oh my gosh, Japan, no, we talked about this. That's not how we do things, Japan. But yeah. Anyway, some more Yakuza 0. Then Monday to Wednesday, we're going to be playing Minecraft Isolation World as I try to separate the Minecraft villagers from the rest of the Minecraft world while making them a really, really nice village to live in. Which, by the way, if you haven't been tuning into that, I highly recommend it. The village is looking some form of swift. Progress is coming along nicely. And the great thing about it is, like, I don't use, like, World Edit. I don't use, like, any type of plugin. It's just vanilla Minecraft. I'm just using the commands that the game gives you. And basically, I'm just enjoying the build without bringing in some type of fancy stuff. So that way, you know, if you guys want to build as well, you can follow along. Because it's not like some BS like, oh, look at this another World Edit build that I can't do. And oh my gosh, World Painter as well? You know, those big builds look nice and all, but it kind of adds like a huge amount of separation when you think about it. But yeah, other than that, I've been Cliff B. Thank you for joining me for the Forza Horizon streams. Thank you for joining me for this last stream if you was in chat today. And I am signing out. Bye, Internet, and bye to this game. Uninstall. Now.